Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. Stop what you're doing and come craft with me. Let's make a crocheted snake kitty cat toy. I have orange that I'm going to use for the body, green that I'm going to use for tail accents, red that I'm going to use for the tongue. I have a little bit of stuffing here for the head, and I have some kitty catnip here to put in the head as well to entice Kitty to play. Let's get started. First, I'm going to start with 2 chains. Now I'm going to put 5 single crochets in the first chain. And then I'm going to join that with a slip stitch. Now I'm going to chain 1, and then we're going to cut that little extra piece off so it doesn't get in our way. Now I'm going to put 2 single crochets in each crochet around, so it'll give us a total of 10. So now that our first row is complete, we're going to do 6 more rows, 10 crochets each around. All right, we've got 7 rows around. Now we need to start reducing the snake's head a little bit so we can close it up. So I'm going to put 2 reducing stitches in. So I'm going to go in the next one and pull a loop through, and in the next and pull a loop, and then grab the thread and pull it all the way through. And I'm going to do that a second time. Now we want to leave enough space so that I can put some kitty catnip and some stuffing in the head before we finish closing that off. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of kitty catnip in here. Let's put a little tiny bit of stuffing. Put a little bit more catnip. We don't want to stuff the head too full, because if we do, we're going to cause the stitches to separate and then all the kitty catnip's going to fall out. It's going to fall out eventually, but we don't want it to all fall out right away. Let's put another tiny little bit of stuffing in there before we close up the head. All right. Now we're just going to keep doing the reduction stitches, and we're going to go all the way around like that until we close the head off. All right, so there's the snake's head. That's all complete. Now we're going to go through and chain his tail, which is going to be 45 single chains. All right, so you can see that's a pretty good length for the snake there. So I'm going to cut off and leave a little bit of extra orange there. And pull this through. And there we go. So the snake is pretty much done. We're just going to go through and add the little green accents to the tail and add his tongue. So for the little green accents, I'm going to cut 6 pieces of the green thread here. They don't have to be too long, just long enough so that they're going to hang off the tail and give a little extra color and a little extra dangly pieces for the kitty cat to play with. Alright, so I'm going to start with this last stitch down here on the end. And then I'm just going to take one of my green pieces, and I'm just going to fold it over here so it makes a little loop. And I'm going to grab the loop and pull it through. And then now I'm going to grab both pieces and pull them all the way through so it attaches it to the tail. You can see it kind of just forms a little loop and holds on. So then the rest of the other 5 green pieces, I'm just going to randomly pick stitches throughout the tail just to kind of place them in there. All right, and then I'm going to just kind of put one here at the base of his head, and that'll be the last of the green. All right, now we're going to put his tongue in. So we're going to cut 2 pieces of red for the tongue. And then in the little opening here, that's where I want to put those at. So I'm going to put one on either side. So I'm going to just do the same idea that I did with the green, where I just loop it through. And then I'm going to do one on the other side as well. All right, there we go. He's got his tongue and his little green accents. All right, so I think this toy is ready for Kitty to play. Let me know if you have any other Crochet Kitty Cat toys to make, and we can make them together.